Hi, I'm Spiky. Welcome to my clinic. Now, who are you and what do you do for a living?
My name is Zoe, and I'm a social anthropologist and a psychotherapist. And I used to work with children and teenagers. Um, uh, these children were from different cultural backgrounds, and I used to help them because they were in Greece as unaccompanied minors. And basically, I was responsible for their education, um, their health, doctor's appointments, and others, and also their legal procedures. And that was basically it.
What makes you a professional dreamer and what do you like about it?
Well, I think I was a dreamer from a very young age, but a professional one. I became a professional dreamer some years ago, a lot of years ago. And mainly, I want to see a better present, not a future, a better present. Um, yeah, that is basically it. I want to help other people living in a better way into the present.
What challenges have you faced as a youth worker?
Oh, challenges. A lot, to tell you the truth. Um, okay, the non-existing help from the state, um, countless inconsistencies from the legal procedures and uh, in the education sector as well, in public health system. Also, the feeling that you are alone facing these obstacles and these difficulties. Also, that you bear the responsibility of other people, young children. So, yeah, you kind of have a burden on your shoulders, and then you have to be efficient. You have to succeed because it's not about you, it's about them, and you have to be perfect. Um, yeah, I can go on talking and talking for hours, talking about the difficulties that I have faced. I think most of youth workers have faced the same things. Um, but yeah, the feeling that you're alone against everyone, against the world, is very profound, let's say, in at least.
What does burnout mean for you? Give some examples.
So yeah, burnout for me um, is like a shadow. It's a shadow that sometimes you feel that it's far away from you. And there's not you don't have eye contact with the shadow. You don't even see it. You don't even feel it. It's just somewhere away. Some other times though, the shadow can come closer and closer to you, wanting to to become one with you. And it's like um, you're not very certain that um, it is there, but it is. So um, it's a sneaky shadow, let's say, that it can take things from you. It can you can feel like you are consumed uh, by the shadow, and then you can become the shadow. Let's say so. Burnout is that shadow not letting you live your own life, not letting you be happy for other things except work. Um, it can it can dictate a way of living that eventually can become very hurtful, because you can lose sight of yourself to that shadow. So yeah, that's it. The way I see it, basically.
If burnout was a dragon, how would you describe it?
If Bernard was a dragon, it would be huge, so heavy that if it steps on you, then it can crush you completely. But also, it can have multiple colors, uh, because I think burnout can manifest itself in various forms. So yeah, it will be definitely colorful. Mm, and sometimes it might be invisible. Some other times it could be very solid, like you cannot see through it, and the only thing that you see and you feel is its weight on you, and it takes all of your visual, all of the things that you see anyway, and this is the only thing that you see, and you're always with this dragon, always. That's it.
Okay. Whoops. Sorry. How did burnout impact your life and how did you deal with it?
Okay. Well, okay, I have a lot of things to say here. I was at risk. I was a serious risk of burnout. Some years ago, I was working very long hours. I was always on the streets. I was always available for everything, urgent situations, um, obviously outside of my working hours. Um, I was always occupying my mind with work, with things that I could do to improve the lives of the children, or ways to surpass a problem, let's say. Um, my life had become work, to be honest. Um, I had I had started to think that my needs are not that important. It comes slowly to you, but sometimes you feel like gradually you're letting yourself go, and you embrace your job as your life goal, and then your needs become less important, because children's needs are more urgent, um, and such a way, then you leave behind parts of yourself. You're not doing the activities that you liked in the past, um, and suddenly all you care about is someone outside of you, which at first is nice, and it gives you a sense of purpose, a sense of caring something for something other than you, and you have a certain higher goal, and you feel nice. You feel that you are selfless, and that's a good thing, because this way you can provide more things and more of yourself to the children that you care about. So at first, it's a very nice feeling, very warm feeling, and other people are saying things to you like, wow, you're so strong and you give so much, and you are starting to feel nice about it, about yourself as well. But then uh, you realize that if you are not like um, helping yourself, you cannot really help others. If you are feeling exhausted because everything you do is for your work, then you cannot provide enough. So sorry, what was the question again? All right. So for me, yeah, it started like this. It started with a nice warm feeling, but then I was not able to enjoy the rest of my life. I was only enjoying work, and that was it.
What did you learn from your experience?
What did I learn? Well, okay, I learned the hard way to not leave um, myself behind, um, even if I didn't feel like going on a trip or attend yoga classes, for example. And my mind was always at work, always at the children, um, even though I was not feeling up to it. Um, it is important. It is very, very important to devote your free time to you and not to your work, which is okay for me. It came out naturally. Okay, have some free time. Great, let's call this child, check on him. Let's call the other one. Let's send a message, or let's go out and see what can I do best. Maybe I can volunteer for some extra hours. It's okay. I mean, it's not that important. Just 2, 3, 5 hours of my life. I mean, it's not that. It's not that bad, right? But then I learned the hard way that it can become a routine, it can become your life. So then you can lose yourself in it, and then it takes a toll on you. Um, so yeah, your free time is for you. That's a valuable lesson, I think.
Now, if you could send a message to your younger self, what would you say to help them prevent burnout?
Okay, to myself as a child, because I always knew what I wanted to do when I would grow up. I'm not a grown up now, but you know when I will be. Yeah, so I was gonna say to myself as a child that yeah, go for it. I mean, do what you like, and if you feel like helping people, do it because it is an irreplaceable feeling. It's it's amazing the way it makes you feel when you have really helped somebody else. Uh, and people and children who were less fortunate than I was as a child. Yeah, I mean, okay, I always want to do that. So I would say to myself, do it. Yeah, all over again. Why not? I would definitely say that. But to myself as a young professional, that's another story. I would say, okay, be careful because you might get consumed by your work. Has happened to me. And this is okay. You can say that, all right, I have a very fulfilling job, uh, but the thing is that you must have a very fulfilling life as well. So I would say uh, keep your free time for yourself, for sure. Go to therapy. It really helps because it gives you the time for yourself that you need in order to focus on you, in order to recenter, let's say. So it is very important. Also, go out with people that understand you. Go out with fellow co-workers, other youth workers that can understand what you're going through. I think it's important. You have to realize that your struggle is not only your own. So that will be my words to my younger version, to the younger version of me.